Good day. My name is Thomas John Usatillo, and this is a group of videos that I created to show you oil painting. I am not a teacher or an art instructor, but I have been doing this a long time, since 1973. I am not Bob Ross or Jerry Yarnell. They are both good instructors, and if you want to learn stroke by stroke how to paint, I suggest you tune into their programs. I will show you how I do an oil painting, using methods that I learned from them and through a lot of trial and error. The painting is using 2 reference photographs. The old shed taken by my daughter-in-law Tanya, and perhaps a weeping willow tree that I took myself. I am not going to copy the photographs exactly. Why would I want to reproduce a photograph? Instead, I will use them as references to the painting and allow the photographs to give the painting a nice flavor. The music that you hear in the background in the videos was written and produced by my young son Matthew. I begged his permission and he gave it to me. All of the music was done on the computer, which I find truly amazing. The oil painting is done on so-called gallery stretch canvas, 16 by 20. That is stapled to the back rather than on the edges. I have videoed the entire painting, every brush stroke and knife application. So I've sped up the video to conserve space and because it is really boring to see each brush stroke. I am not sure how many parts there will be to this painting until it is done, as I have not drawn it out first, but was just what we once called hacked out. I use oil painting by Winton Newton and Grumbacher, nothing expensive. I thin the paint and clean the brushes with hardware store type mineral spirits, and sometimes it's labeled paint thinner. I use linseed oil from the hardware store labeled double boiled, and I cut it with thinner to make it easier to use. The brushes are for the most part cheap China synthetic brushes, and you will see a few hairs I pull off the canvas, but they work pretty well. The brushes are on sale at Michael's for $8, including the canvas holder. I use one brush, a large flat that is really old, and it was expensive at the time. I got it about 30 years ago. But other than that, they are all El Cheapos. You can see my painting, all of my paintings, at fineartamerica.com, or if you have access to MySpace, many of them are on there. I hope you enjoy the videos, and I hope you watch them and find them interesting. Thanks.